Hi ho! We are back into the world of Farthest Frontier. I decided to do another episode today, and it's I just basically had something to eat, so that's all that has happened in between, really. Um, but yeah, I really wanted to get to 300, or sorry, to 200 population. I keep saying 300 because it's you know, I'm thinking tier 3, so 300. But yeah, we're gonna hope to get to tier 3 in this episode. Um, Something that I was thinking about, just as I, you know, turned off the last episode, is that we have a lot of gold right now, a lot of gold actually, and the main thing standing in the way of us buying a temple is gold. So why don't we buy a temple, right? Um, we're gonna need one eventually anyway. We do need to move our um healer's house though. That's like the main thing that slightly weird about this. And I don't really have a place I would love to put it. Technically, I stole the place that I wanted to put it by building this house. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna salvage this building. The people living here are not gonna be happy about it, but it's for we're structuring right now. We're restructuring, as companies love to say, and yeah. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna move the healer's house over here. Then we're gonna build a temple here, and that's going to increase our desirability even further in this area. Okay, so now we can do this. There we go. The people living there, they're gonna have to imagine that, like the town management just says like, hey, get out of your house, we're gonna move it. I got this water. It's carbonated water. Is that what it's called? But either way, so yeah, I got this water, and it's like a type of apple. I don't know what it's called in English, but uh, it basically tastes like strawberry yogurt, and I don't want my water to taste like strawberry yogurt. Um, I am pretty sure that I disabled those notifications, but okay. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna build this here. We're gonna have a temple. Let me double check so that that actually saved. Low item firewood. Okay, I guess it didn't save, or that change doesn't actually work. Um, okay. All right. So yeah, we're gonna get a temple built. I'm quite excited about this. I think that you can commit some sort of like um, faith things, right? Like it's. I think you dropped in desirability now, right? I don't know how big their radius is, but yeah. You can probably commit to some sort of faith policy or something like that to get bonuses. Then we're also gonna be able to scavenge this, which that's gonna give us a relic of some kind. I don't know. That's probably some kind of bonus as well. So there's actually gonna be some new stuff to explore with this. Quite excited about that. So yeah, let's drink this strawberry yogurt water and watch the winter go by in silence. No. But anyway, so yeah, we are. It's gonna be really interesting to see what we can do with temples. 11 wood remains. No gold storage. Gold ingots. Where did I get gold ingots from? Gold ingot gains could not be stored. Okay, do I have too much gold? Is that basically what they're saying? That I have too much gold? Storage. Let's do vault. Okay, let's build a vault, I guess. Although we don't have enough iron. Right? Let me see. We have 5 iron. Okay. Iron ore. Let's see. We can add more 2 more people here, and then we can build a vault. Sorry, that's not a vault. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. There we go. Vault. There you are. Struggling with food again, unfortunately. Hopefully that's gonna resolve itself here in a bit. I guess we had trouble here with food because we had a blizzard going on. I did forget to move your working radius, I think, yeah. I did. That's okay. That's alright. Okay, the ants have come out of their nests again. And we can clear this build site and get our temple built. I'm never buying this again. That was terrible. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not like I dislike strawberry yogurt. It's more like it's the wrong taste for what I was looking for, you know. Okay, so I guess having all that stone now is actually gonna pay off. Oh yeah, last time we did actually... Interesting. I assume that I should be fencing this in. Yeah, probably. Okay, so... Can I... that warning does not disappear. Yeah, let's do this. So yeah, we had a new merchant come by, see what you're selling. You're buying coal, which is could be useful, but we could also buy a tool. Could buy some swords. Could buy some iron ore. I'm slightly interested in buying swords for the time being. Let's buy like a couple of swords, right? Maybe we can transfer some of this. Let's just do something like that. It's not too much, but it's enough that Wait, the temple is already built. Okay, we need to look into that in a short bit. Okay, it seems that it's very slow with stocking. We don't have any relics, but that's okay. There we go. Sell that. There we go. Just getting some gold back here. You're in disrepair. I don't know if there's something we can... Okay. We can mark it for immediate repairs, apparently. Okay. And we can sell the last stuff here. Yeah, there you go. Okay. I think we're good now. We're gonna excavate this. Oh, apparently I got a knowledge. Oh yeah, because we built the temple that gives a knowledge. Yeah. Okay. We're rapidly approaching tier 3 here, so I'm basically just gonna start unlocking more buildings. %. It's gonna take a while. How about if we increase the number of people working on that? It's gonna be cool, you know, to have a relic. See what it can do for us. Where's your faith, bro? I think some new houses got upgraded to homesteads as well. Because they now got pushed past the... we need to do fences here for these buildings, or for these fields. As is often the case, it's very difficult to see what is going on here. I still have a trader here. Trees grow 15% faster. We cannot... Oh wait, I didn't even see this. We can buy chickens. Let's buy chickens. There we go. Oh, shit. I bought... Oh, never mind. Okay. I thought it meant that I could only have two chickens. Okay, so we have a lot of food. That does mean that we have a higher chance, I believe, of there being no. No, man. I'm so confused by this map. So it's over here, yeah. Basically, here's where they're coming from. That makes me sad. But, unfortunately, it is what it is. That's a lot of food right now. It would be nice if the migrants came literally now, but yeah, them attacking from here is actually like it's an absolute catastrophe, potentially. It depends a little bit on how much treat. Isn't there like a button for essentially okay, here's the raiders, apparently.
At once.
Oh my god. We need 3,000 gold. I didn't even realize that, but that's okay. We can get 3,000 gold. Let's just get you guys out of here. Apparently, the raids are not a consistent size. Okay, so we now have the population to get tier 3. But we do not have the... Oh. I didn't... Okay. I would have assumed that this was like going to be a huge raid, just like the last one. Bloodied Stone of Ice. It increases villager unarmed attack damage. Okay.
At the ready.
And he's blocked in. That was the village being attacked. That was it. Okay. Well, anyway, spirituality boost. I don't... This building provides spirituality to nearby occupied residences and increases happiness within your town. To maximize its influence, place this building within 300 meters or of 100 residences. There are currently 44 residences in its range. Okay. Alright. We have lost a bunch. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. We've lost a bunch of gold, but we're about halfway to the gold that we would want to get to tier 3. And now we're gonna start gaining gold shortly. We can, I was gonna say it would be nice if we could toggle it for repairs, but yeah. Okay, so we're gaining 44 gold per month here. We should hopefully still be able to make it to tier 3 in this episode. What I might actually end up doing for that sake is to cut this video so that we get to tier 3 in this video. Because I really, like, I don't mind doing, like, full-length episodes or whatever. That's not the problem at all. It's just that, like, I feel like we've all been looking forward to seeing tier 3 Farthest Frontier, haven't we? I mean, I have. I am super excited about playing the game when I get to tier 3 because all of these houses are gonna upgrade another step. It's gonna be super cool to see that process. And yeah, I can't wait for it. So, we're getting to the point though, unfortunately, where I'm probably gonna have to build another market or something over here. And this time not to tax my people twice, okay? Press service building, okay. Yeah, I want to unlock brewery, for instance. You know, like, that's pretty cool, in my opinion. Cooper. Bookbinding, trading, don't care too much about that. Yeah, I mean, sure. Let's go with this. Just to unlock all the buildings, right? And then when we get to tier 3, we can start to really push those buildings. I'm not being like, you know, obviously if I were to be efficient, it would essentially be like a perfect square here or something. But that's not what we're doing. Yeah, so basically these houses here are unaffected. So we're gonna need a market basically here. Yeah, something like this, right? Which means that we're gonna have to flatten this terrain. Oops. Apparently, there's gonna be some work that needs to be done there, so that we can eventually get to that. Preaching. 4 new villagers born, because we're now starting to run into an issue where there's, well, I mean, we still have room for our houses over here, so let's build a couple more. Guess I'm making a bigger issue out of this than it needs to be. But yeah, once we get our secondary markets, and once we're probably gonna have to maybe build a secondary school and stuff like that. I don't really know what we need to do to really make this work. But all right, so we now have 4 chickens. We have 4 cows, I think, 3 or 4. We have three. Yeah, 3 cows. So now we have 505 gold, and we have 1,100 in here. So basically, we're just like, it's gonna take quite a while, unless a merchant shows up that wants to buy something that we have a lot of. So if he buys it like coal or maybe a stone or something for an increased rate, then yeah. So it seems that there's, and we did learn some useful information here. There's actually quite a lot of cool things happening technically in this episode, I guess. So first of all, of course, we have the temple being built, and we got our first relic. I don't know if I've seen a secondary scavenge position. I don't think so. No. But yeah, then we also kind of learned that raids are not always in like of a consistent size, right? So that's pretty cool. Okay, so now it doesn't complain anymore. Cool. Now there's actually a firewood deficit. So yeah, now I believe you. Right? Now I believe you. Oops, I could have built that. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do something like this. Building houses over here. Now we have a lot of food going to waste, unfortunately. That's just how it is. Okay, that should be enough to supply us with firewood. Okay, apparently I've built these just outside. They're outside of market range. They're outside of. This is basically the poor district of our town at this point, I guess. Yeah, they're right next to the rich district, which is a little bit weird, but it's just how it is over here. So what we're really hoping for at this point is that the next merchant will have things that we actually want to sell to him, or rather that he will want things that we want to sell. Yeah, we have 29 storage here. For some reason this area, or like this building, is not being stocked, or the build site rather. Uh. Uh. Yeah, I'm not enjoying that one. Foraging nuts. That's what I like to. No, I'm just kidding. It's getting really interesting, you know, getting this far into the game and seeing all the upkeep that it takes to manage a town of this size. Okay. Alright, winter has come to an end, and we are looking to hopefully get a merchant to come by that wants to buy anything at all that we're selling. I guess a little bit of it. I wish something that I kind of wished I did is that like you could press this to like sort by how much you have in storage, for instance. So for instance, we have a lot of tallow. Sorry, that was not candles. I'm stupid. Stone. We have 1,931 beans. That's insanity. Insanity, man. Although it's very unlikely that that they're gonna want to buy beans, because I've never seen a merchant that wants to buy beans, to be real. I love how entertainment, beer is like its separate thing, right? Like, it's just, the townsfolk know what they want, you know? Beer is a whole category of itself. Clothing is a little bit down right now on the needs. This is actually like a great overview menu, or like overview screen. So knowing that clothing is down a little bit, I don't know if there's anything we can do on that front. 3 new villagers born. Because I don't even remember which building makes clothing.
Need anything?
Did we even make the building that makes clothing? I wish I could see the... we have iron ore here. That apparently is not in storage anymore. Why has it not been brought over here? Where is that iron? There's... Oh, okay, now I see. Okay. Alright, that makes sense. That's why it needs to be smelted into iron bars, or iron ingots, or whatever they're gonna call it, right? I think it's just iron bars. Ingots is specifically for gold, isn't it? I don't know, actually. Yeah, so here we have our first trader. Hopefully you've got... You're yearning for something that we can offer you. And with that, we can finally advance to tier 3. It might actually be worth sacrificing some things, depending on what it is that you want. Stone. How do we have... Oh, okay. 2 livestock animals born. Okay. Let's sell 200 stone. This might be stupid. I don't know whether... I don't know how often stone comes back or whatever. But, yeah. I'm also gonna stock... Let's say, like... Yeah, sure. 75 of our honey. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like the rocks come back, right? Is there a finite amount of stone? Interesting. I suppose worst case scenario, we could... Okay, we're getting closer. We are getting closer to our targets. $14. Wait. No, we only have 2.4k at the moment. Only. What are you selling, by the way? You're selling a bunch of stuff I don't really care about. Okay, so this has already been stocked completely, so we can get 300 gold there. Now, unfortunately, this is still not going to be enough. We're pretty close now. Pretty close. But it's still not going to be enough to really get us across the finish line, unfortunately. Let's slow down time here a little bit, or even pause a little bit. So yeah, there's another merchant coming in. So let's see what that merchant wants before we do anything else. Because I was gonna say maybe, you know, like we can push this across the finish line. Now we have enough. But I'm also not like super excited about the idea of completely emptying our stores for this sake. Even though that might be what we need to do. Well, I might not even need to cut in this video actually, because as it turns out, we've already hit 3,000 gold. And I've only been recording for 30 minutes, or 31. Okay, Trader 2. I think, wait, oh yeah. Yeah, okay. We're pretty well off here. Iron ore we could sell. We could also sell some pottery. Saying, yeah, sure, let's do that. We're making pottery basically endlessly, so that's all good, all well and good. Just trying to... Right. There we go. We have 3,000. We can upgrade. We need 200 clay in order to upgrade. They're gonna be prioritized. This is a huge upgrade. Very costly. We're gonna earn a little bit. We're gonna earn even some of our gold back here. As materials are starting to be brought in here. Oh yeah, he doesn't even have anything to really... Is there anything here we can buy that would be helpful for me? Yes, there is. Actually, that might not be this trader. No, it isn't. We can sell this. Then we can buy a heavy tool. Could also buy a shield. Okay, let's do that. I think that's pretty good. Do we want to buy another heavy tool? I mean, I know the heavy tools are going to be used more. Oops, sorry. Okay. Alright, so here we are, about to actually upgrade our town center. to tier 3. I did not even realize that it took clay to upgrade it, even though I looked at that cost multiple times. $27, and there we go. It's happening, bros. It's happening. We are getting a town center tier 3. Incredible. I don't know if there are any. No, there aren't. Yeah. Knowledge generated tier 3. Oh, look at that. That's actually a pretty. It's a quite the pretty town center actually. I have to say. Nice. More knowledge for the people. So construction speed. Don't need stuff like that. Don't really know what I want with that, but yeah, you know, it's always nice with knowledge. Obviously, in the next episode, after this one, because we're probably going to call it here very shortly. But shortly after this, or like in the very next episode, we're going to start looking into all the, like, there's so many new buildings that we can build now, and we need to start planning for some of them. So, for instance, I know that there's a pub that we will want to build. We have a furniture workshop, we have a brewery. That's probably what we'll want first, right? So a brewery uses firewood, water, honey, and wheat to craft beer, which can be stocked at pubs for villager consumption, right? So we want a brewery, and then I guess we want a pub. Yeah. And the pub increases desirability. I think we might want to move the well, because then we can fit it in here. No, maybe we can't? Can we? I don't know for sure, but yeah, never mind, we could have fit it here. Income? It gives income. Interesting. But yeah, we need a brewery first, for instance. You know what? This is something that I feel like we can build immediately, right? Let's get the brewery up and running. With the brewery up and running, we get a pub. Then we have a theater, which we're also going to need to fit in somehow. So we can do these two things. Then we have a theater, which also increases desirability. It costs 1250 gold. So that's not... It also costs 30 extra gold per month. So yeah, there's a lot of, you know... There's probably going to be a little bit of a transition thing here where we're starting to fill up on more population. And as we do that, we're also going to... Oh yeah, we need water over here. I kind of forgot about that. So, water. Here we go. We do have a well over there, but yeah, we could fit another well here. Why not? A little closer. Actually, no, that's stupid. That's pretty stupid. Let's be real. We can have a well here. Actually, this one had way better water bonus. Incredibly enough. Another knowledge generated. We're just cooking right now. Everything is just very smoothly. Unlock cavalry stable, unlock stable. Right, yeah. Yeah. Candle production, extra yield. I mean, that's not bad, right? Yeah, so going from the next episode and forward, we're gonna have so much more to manage over time. We're slowly gonna build our way through tier 3 and see exactly what that means. We're also probably gonna start getting a stronger military for, you know, inevitably when we get invaded again. We're gonna be more ready for that. So yeah, we're moving forward, starting to see some more of what the game has to offer here, and we sure did have a comeback here. I'm glad that we made it to tier 3 because I was a little bit worried when that insane raider attack came about a few episodes ago, but yeah, it looks like we're back on track. Now we just need to hope that by the time the next severe raider attack comes along, we're more ready for it, right? Okay, but yeah, so that was this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one. Bye bye.